Welcome again to another episode of From Our Perspective. It is WrestleMania season, and I'm your boy Dion, and we got to come to you with an Elimination Chamber prediction. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of From Our Perspective. Go ahead, hit that like button, go ahead, subscribe, and let us know how y'all feel about the WrestleMania build so far in the comment section because it's been ugly. But I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Captain the Hater. Q, how you doing?
Well, do what it is. You are not about your boy, Mr. Bill, aka say your name up on the spot. Might not put you to mile. Idea. I'm here, man. Ready for Friday.
So, I just shitted on the same, but I just shitted on the WrestleMania build so far. How do you feel about the WrestleMania build? Because I feel like it's been pretty bad. Now, it's not all, I don't think it's all on WWE. We've had some injuries, a lots of them. It looks like there's affected some things. So, pretty much the whole vision is on injury reserve. But how you feel about this build so far? It's still early, we still got a little bit to go, but it's kind of ugly right now.
I feel as if it's ugly, but like you said, all the plans that they had for this went out the window because everybody got hurt.
Hmm.
Everybody got hurt. It reminds me of Tyrese Halliburton again. You know what I'm saying? In the finals, everybody got hurt right at the end when it's time to close out the game. When it's time to close it out, everybody got hurt. Tyrese got hurt when it was time to close it out. So then you got to pivot. It might not be that easy. It might not be that easy to pivot
Yep.
when you on playing F and G. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they definitely on playing F and G. Because I'm sure Seth Rollins was playing A, Braun Breaker playing B, Braun Reeves was playing C.
Hell, Bianca was in there too. So
Yeah, all plans has been thrown out the window. But again, Elimination Chamber is this Saturday. SmackDown is actually here where we at. So I'm expecting a good SmackDown. I will not be there. I'm in save mode, like I've said before. I'm not spending any unnecessary money. I just want to put that out in the ether so I can know not to spend any more extra money. But
so matter to yourself, not
yeah,
spit no bread.
yeah. Gotta remind myself not to spend no bread. But Elimination Chamber is in Chicago this Saturday, February 28th at 7 a.m. So we're doing our confident predictions. The match you have the most confidence in, you give your winner, you give four. We got a couple prop bets in the Elimination Chamber match, but I got asked the question I always ask when we talk about these PLEs. February 28th, 7 p.m. You gonna watch live?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm looking. I'm looking forward to it. Drinking my cup
Yeah.
with a little wrestling on the TV.
I'm looking forward to it too. Before we get to the prediction, though, there's been a lot of discourse. There's been some nonsense with TKO. They have basically not in the homes, not but in a certain mile radius in Chicago, they have blacked out watching Elimination Chamber. So in other words, there's no gonna be no watch party at bars or basically bars won't be allowed to show Elimination. You can still watch it at your crib if you're smart, if I'm in Chicago and I got a nice house,
Everybody else good.
everybody over here. If there's a lot of people, you can go ahead and charge people like $5 or something to come in if they care that much. But apparently they're doing this because they're not selling out. I don't understand why they think if you black it out at bars that okay, that means they're gonna come to your show. I don't understand that logic. I don't, but it's what they're doing. How do you feel about them blacking out bars and stuff from showing Elimination Chamber?
Leagues have done this before too, where
Yeah.
they black out local broadcasting or whatever the case may be if they not doing the numbers. Vince McMahon did it once before, early in his heyday. So I don't, I understand it. I don't think it's a good idea. I think what TKO is not facing and whatnot, they're not realizing is your pricing is your problem. Fix your pricing, you wouldn't have this issue. You would be able to sell more tickets.
Yeah.
That's just what it boils down to. You can't. I had this conversation earlier with somebody, and I said it's becoming the have and the have-nots in this country. A lot of people, it's going to be people that have it, and then it's going to be on this other side of the hill, the people that have not. TKO is charging for people to have this, and then in this economy, people's making other decisions with their money. Like you saving because you got other things you want to do. You're not going to spend money that's unnecessary. People's doing the same thing. They making business decisions. Do I want to save for this trip, or do I want to pay for these tickets? Do I want to put some more money in my savings account for a rainy day, or do I want to spend on these tickets? Some people are making the decision between food and these tickets, or whatever the case may be. TKO ain't realizing the economy that they in. Bring your ticket prices down, you will sell more tickets. I ain't saying you making your tickets $5,
Yeah,
but make your tickets a reasonable price, you will sell more tickets.
I
It's really that simple. It ain't this stuff ain't it ain't really complicated sometimes.
I agree 100%. I don't understand. Like I said, I don't get why they're doing it. Well, but you said these business. It's been a business model before.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna blow up in the face. They already said they're gonna do it for the WrestleMania. Well, I'm gonna hate on that when we get close to it. There's no way in hell they should be going back to Las Vegas after they went there last year. I hate on that more when we get closer to it. Your ticket sales is in the total for WrestleMania too. But like you said, has not. And no WrestleMania tickets, it's gonna cost you at least about $800 to watch it with Eddie Guerrero. Come
Why?
on, that's
You
just for you.
I was going to say, and then why'd you go back? Vegas is struggling. So Vegas is overpriced and everything. But like you said, we hate on that closer to the time. Then wonder why people don't want to go to Vegas. Because the cost of going to Vegas, then add on the cost of the tickets. But
Yep.
it's I go whole economics conversation. It's kind of like ESPN when they chart they was struggling with YouTube TV because they wanted a higher price, a higher revenue from the YouTube TV to broadcast ESPN. But
Mhm.
ESPN is paying all of their talent these crazy amounts of dollars and giving these crazy amounts to the NFL and the MLB to broadcast this stuff. But then you ain't making a return on it.
Nope.
I'm not saying nobody shouldn't get their money, but you should maybe have more realistic salaries for some of your owner talent because all they doing is calling X amount of games. But anyways, that's a whole other conversation.
So yeah, let's go ahead and go into the confident point prediction again. Match you have the most confident in, you get 4 points. The match you have the least confidence in, you give one. Let's go ahead and start with the men's chamber. Um, with the participants, Jay Uso, which apparently he was not supposed to be in it, was supposed to be Bronson Reed. Get well soon, Bronson Reed, and looked like a freak injury. Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, LA Knight. Before I ask you for your prediction, this is obviously for the winner of this will be facing Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. But there's been some rumors going around that this is going to be some type of multi-man match. And we said it before the pod. We don't know how you get to a multi-man match when you have an elimination chamber to determine the number one contender. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm in an elimination chamber and I win it and you add more people to that match, I'm hot. Because the elimination chamber is obviously it's a scripted event, but it's supposedly one of the most dangerous matches in
Mm-hmm.
WWE. It's up there with Hell in a Cell. They're on par with danger level of how it's portrayed. Don't let me win an elimination match to become the number one contender, to get a one-on-one opportunity at the WWE World Title, and then you're gonna add more people. I'll be fired up. I'll be
No.
fired up. So, how you feel about them potentially making that a multi-man match?
To be honest, I actually think it's a good idea because of the simple fact you gotta put butts in seats.
You know,
I think it's a good idea from that sense, from the sense of you gonna make your elimination chamber. If you do it, you gonna ruin your elimination chamber match going forward
yeah,
because it don't hold the same weight. It doesn't mean the same thing unless they do something crazy in the booking on Saturday, whatever the case. If unless they do that, it's going to ruin the what it's going to ruin the allure of the elimination chamber match because in fact, okay, yeah, what's your name won last year, but it ended up being a multi-man match. So from that perspective, I think it's a bad idea. But just from the perspective of what's the storyline, what's the
yeah,
storyline you gonna build? Because honestly, it's only for me, to put butts in seats as well as have a good storyline, there's only one outcome that actually makes sense.
We'll get to that. But Drew McIntyre, he's been beefing with pretty much
Everybody.
everybody in this match, except for I don't think he's had an interaction with Javon Evans, but everybody else, he's had interaction with them, and he's had interaction with Trick, Randy, and Cody recently, and Jey Uso. He's got forever beef with him for what happened
Mm-hmm.
in the pandemic era. But I'm gonna go ahead and go first. I got Cody Rhodes winning this match with three. I don't see who else wins it. I would like to see, maybe a Trick Williams or Javon Evans win it. I don't think they will. I think they have been showing, but I got Cody with three. Wouldn't mind an LA Knight either, but ain't no telling what he gonna do at WrestleMania.
Okay. So I said butts and season storyline, right?
Hmm.
The Drew and Cody we have seen so many times. Only way that makes sense is if you do Hell in a Cell. But the build for to get to WrestleMania is gonna turn so many people off that by the time you get to WrestleMania and they do Hell in a Cell, it's it's gonna be done with. Javon Evans ain't getting it. Trick ain't getting it. Jay ain't getting it.
Yeah, he not even supposed to be in the
He
match.
ain't supposed to be in the match, so Jay ain't getting it. Also, how you gonna have Jay in it? He gotta. He's. I'm assuming he's gonna defend these tag team titles. I'm assuming. You feel
I,
me?
I would hope so.
I would hope the case, but that leaves LA Knight and Randy Orton. What's the storyline with LA Knight? Because I feel like LA Knight would get the crowd going.
He'll get butts and seats.
That's what I'm saying. He'll get the bus in seats. He'll get the crowd going. But what's the storyline?
Yeah, because he's on Raw. He's
He
not even on SmackDown.
There's no interactions. Randy Orton, you know he gonna put bus in seats.
Yeah.
There's a storyline there as well because they have history. That's why I said to me, it's really only one outcome. Because in fact, if you do the Cody thing, it's like, bro, leave us alone with the Cody thing. You know what I'm saying? Roman had that long title reign, and it got boring at some points. But it did still feel like it was a thing. Cody don't feel like a thing. So I don't think Cody should win it. I think the best person to win it is Randy Orton.
Okay. How confident are you in that?
I didn't say I was going with Randy Orton. I said I think he was the best person to win
Okay. Okay.
it. That being said, I'm gonna I'm gonna give Triple H them some credit here. I'm going LA Knight with one.
All right. LA one. I would love it. It would work. They could work on that bill. Because one thing we also do know, well, we know what night two main event is going to be. It's going to be CM
Mm-hmm.
Punk. We'll get to him in a second. And Roman Reigns. So night one main event is up in the air. It could be whoever wins this match against Drew McIntyre or a multi-man match, or we'll talk about the women's chamber. It could be that. When we'll talk about Liv in a second here, it could be that. It's up in the air. So they got some work to do to figure out. People gonna be fighting for that night one main event. Night two main event is already in the book. So all right, but let's go ahead and slide to speaking of CM Punk. He has a match in his hometown, Elimination Chambers in Chicago against Finn Balor. I got Punk with four. Judgment Day is gonna cost Finn. Is there any more we need to say here?
No, I got Punk with four.
Yeah,
It's over.
got Punk with four. Uh, Before we start going through the other two matches, there's this mysterious box that's been showing up. It's supposed to be revealed what that box is this Saturday. It's scheduled to be open this Saturday. There was some rumors it's Chris Jericho. I saw some rumors it was Danhausen. If you don't know who Danhausen is, he's just a comedic relief character that was on A&W, friends with CM Punk, potentially him. I've heard some other things. I don't know what it could be. At first, I thought it was probably Chris Jericho. I feel like that's a Chris Jericho thing to do, but I'm gonna go with the comedic relief and Danhausen. What you think is in this mysterious box?
I'm hoping it's Denhauser.
Mm.
I'm hoping it's him. That's who I want it to be. So I see he was just doing the interview today. He got kicked out of his Uber because he was
Yeah.
doing the interview. Uh I'm going with Dunhauser because that's who I want it to be because The Chris Jericho thing, I think it needs to die down because everybody was expecting that Rumble, and then it's like everybody's just sitting on the edge of their seat waiting on Chris Jericho to pop up.
Yep.
Let's everybody wait.
Yep.
So
He
I'm
co-
gonna
he
go.
come Raw after Mania. I think that'd be a big spot for Chris Jericho. He's a big enough star.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Danhausen as well.
All right, all right. Next match also. I don't believe it's her hometown. I don't even think that's where she resides at. But she's the husband of CM Punk, who is
No, that's what I
Chicago's
was saying.
favorite son. So by proxy, fan favorite AJ Lee. She's going to be challenging Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title. Little shocked that this isn't at WrestleMania. I do have from my perspective, it's potentially could get reran at WrestleMania,
For sure.
possibly. But I got AJ Lee winning it because it's in Chicago. And I got AJ Lee with one though. So I'm not that confident in it. But just because it's in Chicago, I got AJ winning it.
I got AJ Lee with 3 because in fact she gonna win the Intercontinental Championship and then she gonna drop it at WrestleMania.
All right. Next up is the women's chamber match, which is confusing. This one is the potential who's going to face Jade Cargill. Liv Morgan, she made a decision. She's going to be facing Stephanie Valkyrie. How you feel about that decision from Liv Morgan?
I feel like it was a decision that we knew was coming. It's also a good decision. It looked like at one point they was trying to do the double turn, make
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie a heel and make a Liv a babyface. Liv needs to be a heel.
Yep, she's better as a heel.
She
Don't.
needs to be a heel. Let's not. Maybe you could book her as a tweener, but let's not force it. And then Stephanie, if y'all want to turn her heel, cool, but don't do it this time.
Nah, wait till after WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But the participants in the Women's Elimination Chamber, Kiana James, first time appearance. She's been showcased a lot here lately. Oscar, Raquel Rodriguez, uh, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Tiffany Stratton. Again, the winner of this is going to be facing Jade Cargill, which y'all need to have her defend. Y'all, she's dead in the water. She ain't been defending her title. She doesn't look like a star like she should be. Had these people just defend their title, man. Just give them somebody to defend their title against. Y'all don't, come on, please and thank you.
The problem with Jay was the people that she was supposedly potentially going to defend against and book against, both of them got hurt.
Exactly.
Michan and B fell. So then they had to they had again injuries. They had to pivot. Then they had to build up something with Jordan Grace. They was giving her mid card people to build up her reign, but then those people got hurt. So
Then probably her potential probably WrestleMania opponent
mhm.
get out with a finger injury. So yeah, it's been tough selling for them. But I it's weird because Rhea Ripley, she's the fan favorite, but she's the tag champs. Oscar, she's kind of got a little feud with her tag team partner, Kiara, Sky Pirate, uh,
Kyrie Sane.
Kyrie Sane, tripping. Kyrie Sane and obviously Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, she got some beef with them. Alexa Bliss, her storyline is with her tag partner Charlotte Flair. That might explode here eventually or not, but I know the tag match at WrestleMania is gonna be packed with a bunch of tag teams, and I think a couple of these women will probably be in it. Raquel, she has a story, but she's also busy with Liv Morgan's story. She's still a side character in that story as a now, but we'll see where that goes. Kendall Jenner, she's just the same as Javon Evans. She's young. She's gonna showcase. Ain't her time yet, but
Mm.
hopefully she has a good showing. Even though Tiffany Stratton, she just came back and she doesn't feel like she has any excitement behind her. I believe it's her. I think she's your only best bet. So I'm going with Tiffany with two.
Hmm. So Jay Cargill is a heel. They can't do heel versus heel.
They can, but they don't.
They can, but not with Jade. She ain't there yet. You can't do heel versus heel yet with Jade. So that takes out all of the heels.
Uh,
Takes out all of the heels. So we ain't even got to discuss those. So then it comes down to Tiffany Stratton, which is I don't really.
That's not putting butts in seats for me. I'm just I ain't gonna hold you. It probably would have last year, but not this year.
Yeah, and I ain't 100% sure she a babyface or she a heel. I don't know. It seemed like Tiffany Stratton and Jay Cargill should be a tag team.
Yeah. I can see it.
I feel like Charlotte Flair was the answer, but they didn't go with Charlotte Flair.
Mm.
So I feel like it's between Rhea and Alexa Bliss. I'm going to I'm gonna go with Rhea with two. I don't
Okay.
know how that's gonna work with them holding the tag team titles. I hope they don't just do a quick drop. You know what I'm saying? Before WrestleMania, but it's also ain't fair for Rhea to fight back to back nights.
Yeah, it's not.
So, but it's I don't see them. I feel like the popular choice in butts and seats is Rhea.
That'll put more butts in seats for sure.
Now, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be mad at Alexa Bliss versus Jade Cargill, and then maybe you have Charlotte Flair. But Charlotte Flair is killing the babyface run right now, so I don't think it's time to turn her heel. Keep them going.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, now I'm gonna go with Rhea with two.
Real too. For our prop bets, which match you think main events? Is either CM Punk, Finn, or the Men's Chamber from our perspective.
Men's Chamber.
All right, Men's Chamber. It is. Just to be different, I'm gonna go with CM Punk. Not confident in it, but just to be different. Who you think will be the first two in the Men's Chamber and the last two? So you already got LA Knight winning. Who you think is gonna be the last with him? First two, and who's gonna be with LA Knight at the last?
Mm. Javon and Trick. Oh, Cody and LA is the last two.
I'm going to retweet your first two. I wrote it down before. Devon and Trick, but I got Cody and Randy, and I got Cody winning. For the first two for the women, from my perspective, I got Oscar and Alexa Bliss, and then for the winners, I got Tiffany and Rhea for the last two.
First two, oof. I want to go Kiana, but I don't know who to put her against. I'm gonna go Oscar because
Mhm.
she's. We talk about how great EO is. Oscar's right there on that level too. And then last two, I got Rio winning, so I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Alexa.
Alright, Alexa and Rhea. So
Yeah.
that is our confident point prediction for Elimination Chamber. That is in Chicago, 7 p.m. We'll both be watching live with our dope beverages. But we got one more thing to talk about with WWE. And on Monday, it was a bad show. I didn't because of all the injuries, unfortunately, for with the injuries and stuff that went on. It wasn't a great show, but it ended with a tearjerker with AJ Styles with his farewell tour. He's officially done. He basically said he's not wrestling. He said he potentially probably will. Maybe he said never say never, but he's done for a while. Also seen reports that he signed basically a new deal. He's gonna be help develop in the future, so he'll probably be in the performance center down there in NXT doing stuff. But he also Undertaker has been given the Ed McMahon role of the NFL Hall of Fame for the WWE Hall of Fame. He gave AJ Styles news that he will be going into the WWE Hall of Fame this year. So right now it's just Stephanie and AJ. Those the only two that's been announced. We'll probably get like three or more, I'm assuming. But AJ Styles announced for WWE Hall of Fame. Assuming you either watched or saw the clips. What was your reaction for AJ 10-year WWE career? Now he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, technically.
I love the fact that AJ was surprised because Undertaker said, me and you got unfinished business. And AJ was like,
Bro, I ain't not getting back in this ring.
do you not see all my stuff down here? What's going on? What are you talking about? I love how Undertaker swerved him. So yeah, it was a great moment. It was great. He deserved that moment. I think the question is John Cena not going in the Hall of Fame this year?
I don't think so. Not this year.
Do you think that's a John Cena choice or a WWE choice?
I think it's hey, I'm busy. Let's not do it this year.
Okay, so it's a John Cena choice.
Yeah.
But they will want John Cena to induct AJ.
He might.
But
He probably will. Either him or the Good Brothers. I can see it being them since they was on the show.
they on the contract with somebody else. That's just the WWE being nice. It ain't gonna be them.
Uh, I personally, from my perspective, selfishly, it's not gonna happen because he signed with the Ops.
So I say, you know, I already know who you about to say.
Samoa Joe. It
Yeah.
ain't gonna be Samoa Joe. I would like it to be, but it's not going to be. But yeah, congratulations to AJ Styles. Enjoy retirement. Enjoy, you still getting paid. You get still getting that WWE money. You're gonna be, help developing the next generation. But you're also gonna be a father. I know that means a lot to him. So congratulations to AJ Styles for going into the 2026 Hall of Fame with Stephanie McMahon. Um, you got any idea who else these other people could be? Probably they probably got 2 to 3 more people they're gonna announce.
No, I can't. I can't think of nobody else.
Yeah, because it's gotta be because I don't know. They said it was Stephanie as the headliner. She's not.
I think AJ would be the closest.
God bless her. She's a Hall of Fame worthy character person, I guess. I guess AJ Styles is my headliner. I don't see unless they somehow get John Cena in this year's Hall of Fame. AJ Styles is the headliner. You don't need so it's got to be somebody less than AJ Styles per
Yeah,
se. So I,
it's probably somebody that I hate to say it, we forgot about. That's in a different era, and
yeah.
that's a Hall of Fame worthy. So yeah.
Yeah. But we'll see. But congratulations, to AJ Styles. That'll do it for another episode of From Our Perspective. Thank you again for watching and listening to us. Please like, please subscribe, leave a comment section in the comments. Um, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell us who do you think is going to main event night one of WrestleMania in the comment section because it's up in there. They all gonna be fighting for it. We know night two going to Punk and Roman. Shout out to Roman for main eventing his like 30th WrestleMania because he's main eventing seemingly every WrestleMania. Congratulations to him. But we will see who's night one. Thank you again for listening. I'm your boy Dion. Q, go ahead, take us home.
Man, you already know the vibes. It's your boy, Mr. Bell, aka Say Your Name Up on the Spot. Might not put you to mind. Real quick, this ain't got nothing to do with wrestling. I just hate UK. It ain't got nothing to do with wrestling. I just hate UK. But anyways, y'all have a good one.